Real quick, guys, you ever notice how the one that self-reflects is the villain? Which is crazy because isn't that exactly what we're supposed to be doing? We're supposed to be looking at things objectively, and we're supposed to self-reflect. You're supposed to, stop, think, you know, uh, and stuff like that. But we live in a society that don't want you to stop and think. They want you to be like scatterbrain. Don't sit still. I know it's a lot of people can't sit still these days. That's one of the things that attracts people to my energy is that they start noticing how still I am. I keep telling people to take GABA if you can't sit still. Like you tell a child, sit still, child keep moving around. You know what I'm saying? People can't sit still. But real quick, guys, I don't want to be long. The point of this whole thing, you notice that every single movie where you have the alleged good guy and bad guy, the villain always in self-reflection mode. You think about the Joker, you think about Bane, right? And Batman, Bane. Anytime in any movie where the villain is always self-reflecting on a situation, and he's seen as the villain just because he's self-reflecting. I brought up the agent in the movie The Matrix a few days ago, talking about he was explaining how that human beings were like an infectious disease, and he explained it. And when you first seen this movie, when you in that childlike mind, when you can't look at things objectively and you just in your emotions about everything, you actually see that there's a good guy and a bad guy. But then when you get older, you're like, wait a minute. Now, the Bobby Hemmett lectures I used to listen to back in the day, Bobby Hemmett said that the villain was actually the good guy. And it's like, oh my God, like you feel like you've been duped. The whole time you thought that the good guy, when the good guy was actually upholding the nonsense. The villain, the so-called villain, was trying to get you to self-reflect. And it's amazing how these screenwriters who've been doing this for, God, I don't even know, over 100 years. It's like one big mind control experiment. Let's create this thing called a villain, but the villain is actually going to be telling the truth. But let's see how society responds to this. Nah, the villain is the one that self-reflects. So you have a character like me that's always in self-reflection mode. I'm seen as the villain because I make people confront the truth. I make people confront themselves. So I'm seen as the villain. So I've been hearing people say this show villain era. We hear people talk about, I'm just going to enjoy being a villain. I'm actually going to enjoy it. But yeah, I just want to say that, guys. I don't want to be long or anything. It's just that in every single movie, the villain is the one that's telling the truth and self-reflecting. Again, what the agent told Morpheus. I remember when I was 19 years old when I first saw The Matrix. And as the agent was sitting up there explaining how humanity was this to Morpheus, I thought that agent, guys, I was duped. I thought the agent was really the bad guy. I thought he was totally the bad guy. No. Go back and listen to what he's saying. Don't get caught up in your emotions. And then it's like, well, how come the bad guy never gets destroyed? In The Dark Knight Rises, Batman had a chance to do it, couldn't do it. The agent couldn't be destroyed. Neo even had to become an agent to try to defeat him. I mean, come on, man. It's like, it's crazy when y'all really look at it. But yeah, the villain is the one that self-reflects.